Are you getting ready for the holiday season? Well, so are we over here at EB Games. Welcome back to the Pop Drop, everybody, and on today's episode, we're taking a look at a bunch of pop collectibles from a couple of classic winter movies, such as Home Alone, Rudolph, we also have Elf, we have Olaf's Frozen Adventure from a spin-off of Frozen, as well as The Grinch. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first pop we're going to take a look at today is The Grinch. Now, in this collection, there are three different versions. There's two versions of The Grinch, I should say, and one version of Max, and they are based on the cartoon version rather than the latest movie with Jim Carrey. However, these are great little pops to collect, and he has big enough feet that you don't need a stand. So that's a nice little feature there. So that's the first pop to go through. Now, the next ones we are going to go and take a look at are the Home Alone ones. So we've got Marv here, and we have Kevin. The one we don't have to take a look at is Harry. However, you can pick all three of these up at EB Games. Marv, of course, has that red mark in his forehead, and he's got the crowbar when he's trying to break in. And then Kevin on the other side has got a shotgun and his iron. And those are 2 out of 3 from Home Alone. Now, Home Alone I remember from my childhood, but of course, every holiday season they do run reruns of all the classic winter holiday movies. So the next one, now this is one that I'm not too familiar with. I have seen Frozen, but I haven't seen Olaf's Frozen Adventure. But he's got a nice little toque on, or a hat. And of course, these 2 little kittens that are kind of cute in his hand. So that's a cute little one to pick up. And of course, young children who have seen the movie will recognize this character. So that's a nice little pop as well. Now, the next ones we have to take a look at are from Elf. Now, we've got Will Ferrell here, but before we do that, I just want to show off the pops that I actually have here, which are Jovi and Papa Elf. Now, you can get Buddy the Elf and the Narwhal in this set as well, but of course, showing off these 2 here. So there's Papa Elf with his glasses from the North Pole, and then the one from the store that Buddy meets. And so there are those 2. Now the next 2 that I want to show you are similar to Pops. They are made by Funko, but these are a vinyl set that you can buy as a 2-pack. And of course you get Mr. Narwhal here, who has kind of the blue water around him, which is kind of nice. And then you've got Buddy, who is standing on a little ice float as he's floating towards North America to find his dad. So those are kind of cool. And the last 2 that we have to take a look at are from the classic Rudolph film. We have, they call it Bumble and Yukon Cornelius, of course, but Bumble is, of course, the abominable snowman, or abominable snow beast, I think is what they call it in the movie. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's got a bit of a swivel head, which is kind of cool. And then Cornelius, of course, with his big mustache and a pickaxe in hand, looking for gold, silver, and gold. And he's got some snowshoes on in his pack, and he's ready to go. So these are a cool little set because they come in a 2-pack. You get 2 characters that are related to the same movie, and they're a little bit higher quality in terms of detail, size, everything else. So they're a nice little pack to pick up. And we do have a few of these left on shelf, so be sure to check your local EB Games because all of these figures are selling out fast due to the holiday season coming up. Alright guys, well that wraps up this week's Pop Drop of the holiday collectibles, but before you take off, be sure to subscribe and like this video. It lets us know what type of content you want to see more of. Also, if you have any questions, share them in the comment section below. I'll do my best to personally answer them as fast as possible. And last but not least, if you want to pick up these pops, these are just a couple of the ones that I got my hands on, but there are tons more already on shelves, so be sure to head over to your local EB Games or check the description. Down there you'll find a link to ebgames.ca where you can order them online. Thanks for watching, happy holidays, we'll see you next time on the Pop Drop.